Once again, welcome students. I am your bio teacher Vikas sir from Eklavya Educational Complex. Dear students, I hope that you all are staying cool at home, safe at home, and enjoying the online classes. Students, in previous classes, we studied all the three basic components inside the cell through which we can recognize a cell is true or not. So today we will start a fresh new topic. Today we will start a new and very fresh topic, that is cell organelles. That is cell organelles. As we already studied in the previous classes, that cell organelle means basically cell organelle is the solid living distinct component inside cytoplasm. The solid living distinct component inside the cytoplasm is known as cell organelles. And we also studied in previous classes some of the examples of cell organelles. So today we will start one by one in the brief about cell organelles. So first one is mitochondria. First one is what? Mitochondria. So about mitochondria, the first point is about its shape. So mitochondria is cylindrical, rod shape or sausage shaped. Mitochondria is about a cylindrical rod shape or sausage shape. Sausage shape means when we just put the jam in the bread, it will appear like this, yani up and down. Likewise, mitochondria also appear like sausage shape. It is by nature it is double membranous. As we see here, look here, that this is the outer membrane. And this foldings one are inner membrane. This is the outer membrane, this red one, and this blue one is the inner membrane, which has huge number of infoldings, and that infoldings is known as what? Cristae. And cristae increases the surface area. For various enzymatic reactions. Cristae increases the surface area for various enzymatic reactions. And the inner content of mitochondria is known as matrix. Matrix. That means the jelly substances or the substances contained by, or the substances present inside the inner membrane, whatever the substances, the jelly like substances or the semi solid substances which is present inside the inner membrane, inside cristae, is known as what? Matrix. And that matrix contain large number of matrix contain so many enzymes. Matrix contain so many mainly respiratory enzymes, respiratory enzymes, which helps in the process of respiration, here inside this matrix, formation of ATP also takes place. Inside this matrix, formation of ATP also takes place. Inside this here it is mentioned only that ATP synthesis particles. That means the particles which helps in the formation of ATP is also contained by the matrix of mitochondria, which helps in the formation of ATP, and that process of formation of ATP is known as phosphorylation. When ADP combines with single inorganic phosphate, formation of ATP takes place. So mitochondria helps in the formation of ATP, so it is known as powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell, because ATP is a energy currency inside living cell or inside living body. ATP is considered as energy currency, which gives energy, which provides energy for various metabolic activities. Now moving to the next cell organelle, that is plastid. Moving to the next cell organelle, that is plastid. By shape, before we are going to the shape of the plastid, we just mention one important point, that plastid is only found in plant cell. Only found in plant cell only found inside plant cell only. By shape, it is spheroid shape. That means it is present in a spherical shape or discoid shape or oval shaped. Different species of plants have different shape of plastid, different shape of plastid. That means species to species, this plastid vary. Here mainly plastid is of three types. Mainly plastid are of three types: chromoplast, chloroplast, leucoplast. Chromoplast is all the colors, contained all the colors except green. That means actually first we have to clear the what is chloroplast. That means green color plastid is known as chloroplast, which helps in the photosynthesis for trapping of sunlight, because chloroplast contain chlorophyll, which helps in the trapping of sunlight. helps in the photosynthesis only. Now second one is chromoplast. Other than green, all the colors are included inside chromoplast only, which helps to give the different color to the different parts of color. It is also present in so many flowers, which attract the insects and helps in the pollination. Leucoplast is colorless plastid. Leucoplast is, here it is mentioned, leucoplast is colorless plastid. uh, Colorless plastid, that means uh, they have they are in white color, so its the main function, that means the function of leucoplast is storage. It helps in storage. Other than this, here some terms are also mentioned. Etioplast is also considered as leucoplast. That means etioplast does not don't contain any type of pigmented plastic. Proplastid, that means earlier stage of plastid is known as proplastid. Amyloplast contain starch, elioplast contain lipid, starch, proteinoplast contain protein, Now we go through the structure of chloroplast. It is discoid or spherical shape. It is also double membranous structure. Double membranous structure, having outer membrane, outer and inner. O stands for outer and I stands for inner, having both outer and inner membrane. Inside the inner membrane, the matrix of chloroplast is known as stroma. The matrix of chloroplast is known as stroma. Inside stroma, a sac-like structure is present, which is bounded by pigmented membrane. This that means this single one is known as thylakoid. And the group of thylakoid is known as granum. That means you already here see that this single one is known as thylakoid, and this group of thylakoid is known as granum. This group of thylakoid is known as what? Granum. And all the granums are attached with lamellae, stroma lamellae. All the granum inside the inner membrane is attached with a stalk-like structure known as lamellae. This is the all about the structure of chloroplast. And chloroplast contain chlorophyll, which helps in the absorption of sunlight, which helps in the absorption of sunlight. This chlorophyll inside this chloroplast it helps in absorption of, that means chlorophyll helps in absorption of sunlight, and it helps in the photosynthesis, and it's help in the food making process. That's why chloroplast or plastid is known as green color. Plastid is known as green color plastid is known as kitchen of the cell. Kitchen of the cell. Now one important point, inside this both cell organelles they have their own DNA. They have, apart from that, we can say that they both are, that means plastid, that means green color plastid or chloroplast and mitochondria are known as semi autonomous organelles. Are known as what? Semi autonomous cell organelle. Semi autonomous cell organelle. Because why it is known as semi autonomous cell organelle means, because they contain their own DNA, which replicate itself only, and other than this, they both, and that means mitochondria and plastid both contain ribosome also, and that ribosome is known as, inside that mitochondria ribosome is known as mitoribosome, and in plastid it is known as ribosome only, which helps in the formation of some of the structural proteins of both the cell organelles. That's why it is known as semi autonomous cell organelles. So students, today this much only, and all about this much only, and this much all about the both the cell organelles, mitochondria as well as chloroplast. Next topic we will study in the next classes. You just go through, after listening this video classes, you just go through the notes, thoroughly read it, and I already provided assignment in the Google Classroom. Just solve the assignment. If any one of you have any doubt related with the notes, related with the video classes, and related with the assignment, you just ask in the Google Meet classes, which is going on from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Today this much only. Thank you students. Enjoy the online classes. Have a nice day.